Hi guys, hope everybody is doing well today. Today I've been to Newark with my buddy Matty. We went down in his van. He bought a pile of junk, I bought a pile of junk. I think I bought enough for probably 3 videos, I reckon. This stuff, you can put a guess, and at the end I'll tell you how much I paid for everything. I got it all off one stall, which I think is my favourite stall from Newark. I always seem to get interesting items from him, always different, eclectic, interesting items. So I'm going to show you what I picked up from this stall, and what I bought from this one gentleman who's a really nice guy, and he's always has a good banter, and I really like buying off the guy. So I bought some interesting items. I'm going to talk about those, and at the end I'll tell you what I paid for the whole lot. I actually bought off him in 3 little job lots. Well, 1 item loose and then 3 little job lots, but the total price. So, and I'll tell you what I paid for each item approximately. Just 1 second. Sorry about that. So basically, let's get ahead with it. So now this item here is got a piece of spring steel which swivels down and it goes into a groove just here. Now I think this is for some sort of castration, like sheep's testicles or something like that. It's obviously got a blade, and then obviously it's got something to a piece of soft heavy brass. It's a London maker. I don't know if you can see. Oh, it's gonna play up in it. I just know it. I'm just gonna maybe do that and then press that. There we go. Oh, it's gonna be a bad video. This can tell. Arnold and Sons, London. But it's really a heavy duty like brass tool. I just thought it was really interesting. It's got the spring obviously for the multiple action, and then you can adjust the spring back and have it. It's not even, why is it not blur? It's like blurry there. I don't understand this phone. It's rubber. I'm gonna get a new one. But yeah, so basically I thought that was nice. I paid 15, he asked me 30 quid, but he let me have these for 15 quid. Oh, shouldn't be telling you the prices, should I? Oops, shouldn't be telling you the prices of that. Anyway, just forget I said that. The next item, these are the most expensive items, but I'm not going to tell you the price. These are blood-letting tools with bovine, like a bull horn, and these obviously, I think in the Victorian period, they believed that letting the blood was good for many ailments. So they're a bit macabre. They're like brass inside. I don't know if you can see. I can see that there's brass inside, but it's not catching the light. There's 3 of those. Yeah, sorry about that again. Bloodletting tools. I bought 3 of them. One of them's got a bit of damage, I think this one, and they're all different makers. This one's one maker, which I can't read. This one is quite a common maker, Borwick. You see that quite a bit. I'm not sure what this one is. You can see the brass inside. They're lovely made things. Very macabre. This one is Oliver, I think. Castile Oliver. So an Oliver, a Bakewell, and another brand. So there's 3 companies making almost the same product. Kind of interesting, nice little items. So I thought, why not live the dream? The next item, you see a lot of these, but this is the best one I've ever seen. It's an Eclipse hacksaw, manufactured hacksaw, and it's NOS. I don't know. It's got, the blades are all still wrapped in the paper. I don't think they've been used. They've got all the blades in there, in that piece of paper, and then underneath here they've got the blades and they've got the thing in this piece of paper. And other than being a little bit rusty, and it's still got the original advertisement, so I think it's got all 15 blades, and it's got the hacksaw handle, and other than a little bit of rust, so I thought that was a bit of fun. So that was on his stall, and I just like the box. I've got one, but it's in terrible nick. This one's in lovely condition, so I thought, yeah, why not, live the dream. So best one I've seen. I'm not sure, Jim's got one, but I'm not sure if it's quite as nice as that. Then we've got these colliery, Island colliery Mine tags, obviously they would be given these when they go down the mine. There should be, I think there should be 2, and then obviously they know who's down the mine. You put your tag in. So there's 4 men's colliery tags there, pretty worn, all Irish colliery. So I thought that was a bit of fun. So I chucked those in the pile. We've got looks to be a Miller's Falls, Massachusetts. I think they've got a bit of snow in Massachusetts, I think, at the minute. And I think this possibly screwed down to a larger wooden level, but I'm not sure. But it's very nice. Got a little line. I don't know if you can see a little line, like a line, so you can see where you're at. It needs a bit of a clean, like most of the tools. But I like that. Massachusetts, American, lovely. Miller's Falls. We've got a little, I don't know what this is called really. It's not really a set square, marking gauge, all different angles and shapes. Like engineers, laying out tool, I don't know. But I liked it because of the shape. So that's the reason why I picked that up. We've got these absolutely, I don't know if you can see them, with a brass rivet, absolutely exquisite sort of calipers. Really, really nice set of brassy, bronzy calipers. No maker's mark, but I just really like those, so I'll chuck those. We've got a lovely little red corkscrew. What does that say there? Lund pattern maker? I don't know. What does that say? I don't know. London. Yep, London. So it's a London little corkscrew. I just like the red paint. I thought it was fun. One of the nicest things I bought off him, this is exquisite. This is a E. Preston and Sons. Now, it's missing the grub screw and the rules, what goes in it. But just to demonstrate, where's it gone? Got a little ruler. Oh, there we go. I've got a little Starrett ruler, which is the wrong company, but basically that's a depth gauge, and then you have the brass, obviously it goes through, but the ruler doesn't quite go through. So I don't know if I should file out that or if I should just grind that down, because I want to put it in for my pictures. But basically, and I'd have a grub screw to tighten down on it, and that would be a really expensive piece of equipment if it weren't missing. The guy said he's had it about 10 years and he's never managed to find a ruler what would fit, but with my ingenuity, I think I can make it fit. But that's E. Preston and Son, really, really nice. He always has a lot of E. Preston, that guy, I always find it. Right, so the next item is a rope gauge, but what's really fantastic about it is the size, because that's the standard size of rope gauge. This one is an absolute monster. So I thought that was a bit of fun. Absolute monster. He had 50 quid on that, but he did give me a bit of a discount on it. And what's really nice about the rope gauge, it's not a ray bone, because they're nearly always a ray bone. You see, made in England, ray bone. And this one is not got ray bone on it, I don't think. So that makes it extra nice in my opinion. But it's monster big. Absolutely monster big. Really like that. The next item we've got is one we were saying about ray bone. I don't know if you can see, it's not very good light, but this is a Raybone and Son upside down Birmingham level little one, so I thought I'd buy that. And what's really nice is a Preston and Son level. Now this, I think, is not for like a machinist square, but for more like a woodworker square. And then obviously it would go on the square, and then you would use the grub screw to tighten down on the square for obviously to see how level something was when you put it on the square on it. So I thought that was quite nice. A little, but I just need to find a grub screw what will fit so I can tighten it down on a thingy. But I've not seen one of those before, but very nice indeed. So I think I've showed you everything but this, so I'm going to show you this separately. Right, I forgot to mention these two items. This was on his stall, and I don't know what it is. Obviously it's got some sort of, you know, adjusting calipers, and then these slide out, and you've got a one here to slide in, and then you can adjust it, and it looks to be like handmade, the little screws. And there's another one, and it's, look at the design on the end of it. Now he had 26 quid on it. The guy who he bought it off with different handwriting had 15 on it, so obviously he's bought it to flip. and he couldn't be bothered taking the tape off it. But I really like that. I don't know exactly what it is, exactly what the use is, but it's rock solid when you adjust it and you loosen it and it slides up and down. I'm not sure the exact measuring thing, but if you look at the rule itself, it looks handwritten. The writing looks like it's engraved, and I just like the shape of it. But it's kind of difficult to. Oh no, it's not. It's okay. But yeah, kind of like that. I wonder what you guys think. I'm not sure. There's an engineer out there who can adjust these things. Let me know. But I don't quite understand it. But I'm guessing it's some sort of parallel line measuring tool, marking out tool. But he's obviously had his markup on that. And then this one is a Chesterman brass, and it's a broad arrow 30 foot sort of thingy, but I'm not sure if this is the original rule on it. But I like the brass. He had 22 on that before discount, so yeah, kind of nice. I need to take this off and try and put it back on a bit neater, because it's a bit of a mess at the minute. So I think I can possibly I don't know, I need to have a figure on that, but nice anyway nonetheless. Right, so this is what the item I was going to talk about. Now this is a patent Bewer's patent spanner. Let me have a look, see if I can find it for you. Anyway, I can't seem to find it, but it's in this book of American wrenches, and it's patented 1880. And it's got, in here, it's got many of the wrenches I've picked up recently, but I can't seem to find it. But this is a great book, The American Wrench Guide, 1830 to 1930. It's got lots of wrenches which we've seen on, we've seen on all the other tool collecting channels. But I can't seem to find the patent for some reason, so I'm just going to give up because I'm tired. But it's in here somewhere, and it's patented 1880s. But I'm just going to go one more time through it. But in this book, I must have, like that one there, David Heaton 1872. I got one of those recently. Really nice thing. But there's so many of the wrenches in here, which, like, there's a poly wrench. John Fix did a really lovely job of those, 1923. I've got some of those. So there's some really nice items in here. I've got one of those, the quick adjusts. But yeah, I'm just going to give up, because if there's anybody watching still, I'm sure I'm boring them to death. But anyway, it's in there somewhere. So I got this today, so it's 150 years old approximately, but it's got GNR, so I think it's the Great National Railway, GNR. I've got several of them. This is the biggest one. This one's slightly different maker, and it's British made, but it's of the same kind of design. And then this one is the actual patent. You can see there, you see it's like Bewer's. Bewer's patent, 80762 or something. But yeah, so I thought that was kind of fun. So there was one more for the collection, but this one's not marked. That's the only one that's marked with the patent, which is in the American Wrench Guide. I highly recommend, though, you pick this book up. It's really a nice book. It's got so many interesting items on there, and it's, yeah, really good book. Loads of really cool stuff in here for you to take a look at, and you find a lot of these tools in the UK. They are reasonably common, American tools. Obviously we bought a lot for the war effort and stuff, but really interesting book, lots and lots to look at. I've got one of those, an Eagle 1901. But yeah, some really nice items in here, well worth a look. But it's kind of annoying me not finding that patent. Anyway, I'll tell you what I paid for all that stuff I bought off that chap. So I paid £190 for everything, which wasn't too bad. The most expensive things were the bloodletting tools, which I paid £80 for, and then basically I paid £120 £10 for the rest of it. That one was 15. Alright, so thanks for watching. I'll be interested to see if any of you had a guess. Alright, take care. Bye.